on this episode of Dog Whisperer.
We avoid making toast.
This is not dog training, this is dog psychology.
She was constantly biting us, biting our clothes, tearing our clothes.
You have a dog that can hurt somebody. My job is to help people to understand what dogs really need. When a dog is balanced, you're going to enjoy a true friend. My dream is to share the knowledge that I was born with the rest of the world. I love what I do.
We got Ruby 2 years ago. She's a Vizsla, and Vizslas are very hard to come by.
We got Ruby when she was 8 weeks. I actually flew to Utah, picked her up, and brought her home.
She always is playful and she always wants to play, and then sometimes she likes to just sit and do nothing.
What I love is when Ruby sits on her lap and she's really calm.
But Ruby is rarely calm.
From the minute we brought Ruby home, it was instant terror. She was constantly biting us, biting our clothes, tearing our clothes.
Ruby seems to be terrified of strangers, the water, and even inanimate objects.
We've always taken her picture since she was a puppy. And I bought this new camera, brought it out one day. She absolutely went crazy. Come on, honey, it's okay. Nobody's gonna hurt you. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
When strangers come, she's like scared and barks at them and kind of runs away.
See, she's actually shaking.
I think the dog is so fearful of her life that it's just so sad.
Ruby, baby, it's okay, girl.
When she grabs either a sock or there's food she shouldn't have, or even if she has a bone that she's chewing, you can't get near her.
Anna, don't get bit, okay?
I mean, it sounds terrible. Sometimes I'll have to go at her with a chair to back her up.
She's most dangerous right now because it's not in her mouth. If she actually had it in her mouth, I wouldn't be so concerned, but she could attack the cameraman right now, too. We've tried to just desensitize her by sitting here and petting her and saying it's okay and not taking the possession ever, but it never stops. She never relaxes. Come on, it's okay.
Cesar Millan.
The Kleins asked dog behaviorist Cesar Millan to help them understand the roots of Ruby's fear and how to conquer her aggression. But first, Cesar needs to understand how the Kleins handle Ruby.
Would you like to share with me what is it that you want me to help you with?
Help us maybe make her less afraid of certain things that happen in her life. She's afraid of a new camera that we have. We can't cut her toenails. I can't put any flea medication on her back. She gets afraid of that. And she's just afraid of people and dogs, just everything in life. She's afraid to go on a walk. She actually will go on the walk, but her tail is between her legs most of the time.
Petrified.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
If this is your first dog?
No, this is our second one, just like this. And the first one was just a phenomenally great, sweet, loving dog, just like Vizslas are supposed to be. And this thing is just as loving, but she has a few quirks.
Now, when she behaves aggressive, what do you guys do?
Well, it depends. If it's just a chew bone, I don't care, because we've given it to her, and that should be her thing to play with. But when she takes one of the children's socks or something she shouldn't, I mean, she takes some things that she just shouldn't have.
Depends. Depends how valuable it is.
Yeah.
It was no leadership involved. It was just a free-willing behavior. Okay, Ruby, do whatever you want, and when you make a mistake, we're going to reprimand you. Which, it was no reprimand, it was more affection than anything else. Now, even if it's a chew toy or a eraser or pencil, I don't care what it is in his mouth. The dog must release whatever pack leader asks to release. But as you're excusing her, you see, you're excusing the behavior because, well, I shouldn't touch the chewing bone because she's chewing on it. No. You should have the authority to just go grab at any time, anything you want from her. You know, there's no excuses around, because that's how we feed aggression. That's how we feed dominance. You say, oh, okay, I'm going to excuse her with the chewing bone, but I'm not going to excuse her with her. So it's not consistent. Your strategy is not consistent. You have to be consistent with it, because you have a dog that can hurt somebody. So what do you guys do when she becomes aggressive or insecure?
Well, I went over to her all the time and saying, oh, Ruby, you know, it's okay, it's okay.
You give an affection when the mind is unsure. So right now, her tail between the legs and facing the other way, she wants nothing to do with us, but she receives affection in the meantime. So you are nurturing insecurity, because you're loving her under unstable state of mind.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yes, it does.
But you keep doing it.
Yeah. Because I love her.
There is no doubt. It's not, love is not the problem in this family. I think it's information. You're treating this dog the way you treat her since she was 2 months old. So in her brain, she never grows. You know, if you do that to a human will never grow.
Yeah.
You see it? You keep him in one state of mind, and that's as far as he goes. And that, unfortunately, is not going to allow the dog to develop his brain in a normal way. We have to keep it real. It's okay for him to be your baby, but you also have to be the coach, the pack leader, the authority figure, and then the other side of it. This is for you, this is for her. Pack leader does not share a treat or food for them to do things for him. He doesn't debate with them. He just demands behavior. So if you can let go this behavior of feel sorry about her, you're going to bring a different possibility to her brain or to her life. The great thing is you're a great mom, because discipline is part of being a great parent. They have you as authority figure and a loving person. If you can share that equation that you're already sharing with your children, you're gonna be the perfect dog owner. Nah, not yet.
Cesar recommends the frequent use of Ruby's leash as a tool to help control unwanted behavior. Cesar begins Ruby's rehabilitation by walking her directly at the television crew.
Now we're moving towards the camera. That's good. Normally, you know, the camera moves to her. Now she's moving towards the camera. So this way, we are changing her strategy. Okay? So we are forcing her in a good way. We're forcing her to move forward. No questions asked. You're moving forward. You're facing your fear. So you are forcing her to stay calm, submissive around this challenge. She can't back away. Can you bring the camera closer? Is that okay? That's right. Good job. That's right there. At that moment, that little bit of move, you send again that correction. So she can't back away. This is really healthy, even though there's a lot of pressure in her brain. This is how she has to learn to deal with things. But see, all this behavior is coming from the person who's holding the leash. Because I am providing that energy. My energy is being passed through the leash. They must face their fear.
Larry brings out the camera that once terrified Ruby.
Can we use the flash on her?
Yeah, please, anything.
That's pretty amazing.
The next step, Cesar wants to challenge Ruby's possessiveness.
We're gonna give her some time for her to warm up.
See, that's her thing now, and you can
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
I can tell with the way her ears, her eyes
Yeah,
look.
She's starting to look. Her body language has changed.
Yeah, she's... No tension until she shows aggression. Today was a biting day.
Did she get you?
Just a little bit.
Even though Ruby has just bitten him, Cesar can't back down and let Ruby be in control.
The thing is, no backing away. And the good thing is, she doesn't really want to climb, grab you and hold you and rip you apart.
Warning bite.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of warning. This is very typical from the hunters. They hunt you, they look at you, and then you get close, strike.
When she's so aggressive, it makes me so mad that I feel like she needs to be taken in control, and I like seeing that.
We're getting ready to remove her from there. Grab here. There we go. There we go. See, those ears back like that, that was submission.
Yeah. So you want to give it to her, should I?
Are you nervous?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay, good, good.
Here, baby. I'm very, very excited. I just realized I babied the dog too much, and I treated her like a child.
But there's still more phobias Ruby needs to face. First, her unnatural fear of water.
They're water dogs, they're hunting dogs. That was another of her fears, not being able to go in the pool. And the kids really wanted her to be in the pool, especially for summertime. I was expecting a little challenge in the pool, but she didn't struggle a lot for her to go in the pool. It was almost immediately. It was a wonderful thing to experience because that just makes my job easier and it makes her experience more pleasant.
So it's not that she didn't know how to swim. Obviously, she's a great swimmer. From this point on, you just have to lead her to the water. And after that, you're going to start seeing this light jump.
All right. All right, Ruby.
But Cesar still needs to help Ruby conquer one more fear.
Once I felt that Ruby was tired enough from swimming and diving in the water, I knew that that was the right time for cutting her nails.
Just grab her leg, honey.
Okay.
And
I asked my wife, Ilusion, to come and help me to cut the nails.
Before today, Ruby had to be sedated or muzzled before anyone could clip her toenails.
Ruby. I'm very excited. I think this is going to be great. We just have to be consistent, and it's just a matter of keeping our habits of putting that choke chain on her every night and in the morning.
this is just the beginning of Ruby's rehabilitation in order for Ruby to go back to normal.
We need to follow through and become the leader of the pack here, and it'll work. It'll work.
We did it again.
Rana is 8 years old. We actually got him when Alana was about 14. There were some medical issues that were going on with my daughter at the time, and I really wanted a companion for her, someone that she could care for and hang out with her, and something for her to have of her own.
Rana was a very cute puppy. Loved to chew on water bottles and socks that we wadded up and would throw around.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Valedictorian of his obedience class Alana took him to.
But their lovable Sheltie's behavior has grown increasingly bizarre during the past several years.
It's not like all of a sudden just one day I noticed it. I think it just kind of transitioned into a problem.
Rana's crazy conduct has turned Karen and Alana's peaceful domestic life into toast. Rana goes into a frenzy whenever the toaster or even the microwave goes off.
We avoid making toast. I mean, we've even been known to take him and put him on the patio to make toast.
But lately he's been hearing that too, so even when he was outside and the toaster popped, he heard it outside, so it makes breakfast very unbearable.
Rana also has a big issue with phone calls.
Your turn.
You get the phone.
All my friends use my cell phone.
Okay, I'll get the phone.
anyone who answers the phone also has to answer to Rana.
Hello? Hey, not too much. Hang on. Knock it off. Yeah, it's just bugging me. Last fall, Alana called me. He came after me, and he actually bit me. He went through my new pair of pants and into my leg. And it doesn't look like much now, but at the time, believe me, it was very painful. And I really don't want him to do that again.
Dog behaviorist Cesar Millan agrees to try to help Karen and Alana find a way out of their toastless hell.
Pleasure to meet you.
You too.
So he was how old?
4 months when we got him?
Yeah, he was a little older. He was between 3 and 4 months old, I believe. He was good.
He was really good, but I think we kind of got loose on some of our discipline with him.
He's probably your baby. I know a lot of people that think their dogs are their babies. Good therapy for the human, but we have to be fair, especially if we're trying to change certain behavior from them. Like any other problem, when dogs live with us, is lack of information, the wrong information. That's the beginning of their instability. Right now, your mom is petting him. So you're petting a mind who's anxious. This is not a good time to give affection. See, when they're anxious, nervous, or fearful, they're always on an edge. So anything that sounds triggers that reaction. It would be nice if we can give them a glass of wine and then they calm down. Or a cigar or something that calms them down.
I'm never calm. I mean, I'm always doing something generally.
And how did she become a little more calm than you?
I don't know.
Stronger character?
Maybe.
Her character's strong.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But you're not using that on him?
Maybe not. I mean, probably not, but he's with me as much as he's with her, so it's kind of give and take.
So right now we have a dog who's in control of the household.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Karen can trace the roots of Rana's problems back to when Alana went away to college 4 years earlier.
It's my fault, I know. Because I do baby him. I let him have whatever he wants, whenever he wants it.
So because she left and then you stayed by yourself and then, okay, it's time for him to be the baby in the house.
Yes.
Just to make sure and we all clear, because that's where we got to start from. You know, we got to start from the beginning. Even if we did everything wrong, it's always time for rehabilitation. It takes 10 seconds for them to know what position do you want in their life. 10 seconds. If you share affection in the beginning, you become a follower. But it's never too late. That's the good news. There's just some work to be done. We have to change your habits. Anytime you don't agree with any behavior, you can stand up, move in, stay there until the animal surrenders. Let's see this guy. I'm so anxious to see him.
Go ahead.
Attacking whatever he wants to attack. That's as far as he goes? Or he goes into attack mode, or?
Well, after it pops, it's more of an attack mode. But he usually tries to nip and then runs, so.
Right. We have to stop the running away behavior. Because every time he runs, he wins.
Right.
We can put a leash on him, so we have access on him in case he runs away, we bring him back, and we let him deal with the toaster right here. You need to use a leash because he's running away from you.
Okay.
Because they have no option. You're telling them to be in a submissive state of mind. That's it. No flight, no fight, no avoidance. Can I do the toaster myself? Do you mind?
No.
Okay. situation where you have no leash or anything, you have to come to him and force him to deal with it. Because we're not going to hurt him. We're just going to teach him a lesson that this is not for him to become nervous, afraid, or anxious. See, my hand is this way. I'm touching the muscle. See, my hand becomes a mouth, my fingertips the teeth. So I'm pretty much biting him without really hurting him physically. It's just to create relaxation. This is not dog training, this is dog psychology.
Right.
But you're rehabilitating unwanted behavior.
Right.
See, dog training is about sit down, stay calm, heel. This is about making the mind calm, submissive. So as you saw when I grabbed him, touch. See, the touch that I'm doing is like this.
Right.
It's a firm touch, but not to hurt you. It's just
Right.
to stop you and relax you.
Sure. Right.
Every time animal jumps like this, or human, it's
Right.
because it's nervous. It's not because the human is fearful. It's a nervous reaction that triggers that. So just so you know that you don't have a fearful case, you do have a nervous and an anxious case. Plus, he's the dominant one. See, he's not under control. He is in control. So he loses his mind because he's not supposed to be in control. You know? And there's not much to do, so okay, so anything that moves around, I gotta pay attention to it. So the whole time, that's him.
That's him. That is him.
Because he's a cattle dog.
Yes, he is.
You know, and not only that, he's a high level energy little dog. So regardless if he's a cattle dog, he was born with high level energy.
With Cesar's guidance, Karen uses a leash to try and manage Rana's kitchen etiquette.
Okay, so go ahead. Yes. Perfect.
So I just have to put a leash on him?
Yeah, because psychologically it's already making him submissive. Obviously this tool make him submissive, so anything that happens around that is not going to affect his state of mind. See, they can only do one thing at a time.
Right.
What? Too simple?
Yeah. When I heard that toaster go off and there was no barking, I was very impressed. I'm very happy with that. I didn't realize that I was making him neurotic. Now, if I pop this,
And that's when you correct. At that moment, he's doing this, right? Nothing is happening at that moment. So at that moment, he doesn't receive any correction.
Right.
That's when he
When he
gets
started to
yeah,
talk.
because that's level 1.
Right.
Now, if you wait one more second, you're gonna see that's level 3.
Right.
Now, if you wait one more second, that's level 7, 6.
Okay.
And that's when he goes that way. That's level 8. And when he goes around, that's level 10.
Yes, he
See,
does.
that's craziness. Once they spin around in circles, that's craziness.
I think I will have a lot more work to do than probably Rana will have to do, just because of the way I'm made up. Hello? I've very much treated him like the baby.
Does he react with the microwave? Oh no. Yeah, can we do it?
He needs to know that we're in control and that we're going to take back control and he's not going to lead us around anymore.
Oh, he's doing good already.
You know, and once he does good, and then that's when he gets affection. See, I told you. When they do good, they get affection. You did good with that microwave stuff, boy.
I will really have to work on being calm. I'm absolutely willing to work on that.
So you got a picture? How you gonna begin your day tomorrow? I strongly believe that they will follow through. They have the tools. They went through it already. So they just have to bring it back and make sure this houses belong to them. This is your home, not his home. You share.
Right.
Share. And sharing is good.